Here we are at Davis Mountain State Park, Texas, and I'm going down a little trail here. I'm going to turn around and go back the other way. But yeah, it's pretty crowded here. This is September the 17th, I think. It's about three, a little after three, three and a quarter, three and a quarter p.m. And we had a little rain, just a sprinkle, a little shower. Temperature shows to be about 70. Let me see if I can see it here. 74 degrees. And yeah, it's but this is normal. For this place to be a little bit crowded is quite normal. And look, there's somebody in a casita just like mine. Actually, it is mine. Yeah, that's my spot right there. I mean, I look pretty good on the internet, so but it's okay. Yeah, yeah, I've got it. We're backed in. I got my dish set up. We're good. We're good. Then there's some tenters down here, and there's an A-liner. So varieties of spice of life when it comes to RVing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Can't. This guy's got a Starlink, but he's got it buried in that grass right there. You'll see it maybe, yeah, right there. Yeah, he's got one of the regular models, and yeah, this is again, it's I'd say it's 80% full. Yeah, and this loop is kind of down and out of the way and away from the little road highway up there, so it's quite nice. I've got the air conditioner on. It's not quite cool enough to go without it. And yeah, boondocking in this weather is close. 74 is almost, and the lows are going to be in the low 60s. So it's almost, but it really needs to be in the mid 60s to be comfortable. Uh, yeah, boondocking. I'll get it out here in a minute, guys. So far, it isn't fuzzing up that I can see. I'll keep an eye on it. So this is well, actually, behind that building right there, there's a little bird thing. You can see they got bird feeders, and birds come up there. It's called the Impromptu. I can't read it. Shit. To the left, if you go to the left at this next turn, that's where the full hookup sites are. My site has water and electric only, which is fine. Yeah. But the sites up this road right here, trailer sites 19 through 27, I think those are all full hookups. And then coming up on the left here will be the showers and restrooms. So you tenters will have a place to poo poo and shower. How neat. And of course, there's mountains all around. We're in that's why they call it Davis Mountain State Park. Did I go the right way? No, I didn't. We got to go this way. I don't want to go over here. I want to go out. Out. I want to get out of here. I want to go into Fort Davis. Well, yeah, I don't know how many sites are here total, but there's a lot. A lot. And again, this place stays pretty busy year round. Let's see what site number this is here. Site number 33 is a back end. It might be kind of handy. And then that loop there. Yeah, if you go to the left here, you can go to Indian Lodge. That's where they have a restaurant and motel, just right down that road a little way. And yeah, it's a nice, it's an old lodge actually. The walls are about a foot thick, and it's has a lot of quote ambiance. But isn't this pretty? These big mountains around, and well, I mean they're not keeners like Colorado, but for Texas they're pretty neat. And then from these mountains, I'll go to Guadalupe Mountains, and they'll be a little higher. I think the highest mountain in Texas is there, and it's, I don't know, 8,800 feet. Yeah, I like this. I'm glad I'm doing it. pretty neat, pretty neat. Got me some food in Alpine and at the grocery store, so I'm good on that for a few more days. And got plenty of beer, plenty of wine, of course. I mean, I may run out of food, but I won't run out of that. And then the visitor center is right here on the left, or we go to the right of it actually, which means it'd be on the left, right? Left, period. Yeah, this is it right here. So when you pull in, when you come in this entrance here, you just pull over on the side and go in and get your little thing. Okay, we got to go to the right, and the sign there says y'all come back. McDonald Observatory is to the left. And here we go. Alrighty, dighty. Isn't this pretty? Yeah, I like this. Variety is the spice of life, right? So I'm told. This is a windy little road here, no hurry. But if you get on this road here going into town, people in the park are from big cities, a lot of them, like Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, etc. And they're not used to driving slow, like 45 or whatever. And so they'll crawl right up on your bumper. Fine with me. I just can't see them, that's all. Why am I going into Fort Davis? Well, I want to go by the library and see, they have free books there, and see if I can't get me some good reading material. Yeah, the people out here seem to read good stuff, and so their old books, some of them pretty damn good. Fort Davis, Texas. It's about 240 miles from here to Fort Clark Springs, my home base. Takes about 5 hours, but I usually stop in Del Rio on the way back and load up with groceries, because that'll save me a trip, since I have to go through Del Rio anyway. And there's a Walmart there and a big old H-E-B grocery store. Something else I'll mention, there are a few places here you can pull over and camp for a night, like roadside parks. There's one coming up here on the right. It ain't much, but if you're just going to spend the night, you want to save $1, you can stay there. I'll show you when we get there. And we'll end this video when I get to the library. We'll go all the way through Fort Davis. Yeah, and see, let's see, I think I've used 11 gigabytes of data on the Starlink dish thing. So we should be all right with 50 gigs for whatever time I'm going to be gone or on the road. Or, yeah, I won't need it everywhere. I'll need it here, and I'll need it at Guadalupe Springs, good God, Rusty. Guadalupe Mountains National Park. See this little place on the right there? There's a kind of a pullover with a big stone thing and big tree. You can actually pull over there for the night, or people have. I've never camped there. And on the left up here, there is an RV park called Olympia Creek right over there, which I can't let you see because I'm trying to drive. Okay, so here we are. I'll slow down to 35. And this guy up behind me can just fish. Okay, Marfa is 22 miles from right here. And actually it's about 25 miles to Alpine. Used to be a grocery store right here called Porter's, but they got bought out by Lowe's. I think it was Lowe's that bought this store. And they bought the one in Alpine too, which was an improvement because they went in and remodeled. There were two grocery stores in Alpine. Now there's one, but it's a really pretty nice grocery store. And the prices aren't too bad. I was just in there. Fort Davis, Texas. Could I live here? Sure. I've tried to live here about 50 times. And Alpine too, but the price of housing out here for what you get is pretty damn high. There's the school. That's every grade, I think. That's elementary, kindergarten, elementary, and high school all right there together. It's not a one-room school, but it's certainly a small one. This is the grocery store on the left. Regular unleaded here is $3.21 a gallon, and if you want to refill a gallon jug of water, it's 50 cents. There's a place to eat there. Well, boy, I'm just going down the list here, aren't I? Here's a little place here. Again, I've never eaten there, but it's just a little thing, you know, for like burritos and stuff. And then, of course, up here on the left, you got the Olympia Hotel, which I stayed at one time. Y'all went with me. And, yeah. They also have like an old drugstore up here on the right. You know, it's just the old drugstore like you remember when you were a kid. I'll see if I can give you the name of it. Maybe you can check it out on the internet. It's called, oh golly, some Harvard Hotel, I think. I want to go right here to Der Lefton, because that's where Der Library is. You know, this is the Olympia Hotel. It's got a lot of, quote, ambiance, you know what I mean? It's an old building that's been there for years. But anyway, the Chamber of Commerce is near here. This is the library right up here. Anyway, guys, from Fort Davis, Texas, on Rusty's vacation. I'm on a vacation all the time. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, and enjoy your life your way. How about that? Cheers, why not? Enjoy. Bye-bye.